to Around the Block, your one-stop weekly roundup of everything happening in the Blokpax universe. I am your host, JennConn, joined by my co-host, the always insightful TexHooper. This week, This week we've got a packed show featuring updates and perspectives from some of our amazing community members like Loco, Big Rob, Xheryk, Hawkewind, and our Eva the Intern. And as always, our maestro behind the controls, Slappy White, is stepping out in front of his own segment to keep things fresh and exciting. So buckle up and get ready for another week of news, insights, and everything you need to stay in the loop. This is Around the Block. I can tell you're very excited to get back this week, Tex.
I am. I've been waiting all week to do this again and find out all the latest happenings in Blokpax. So yeah, this is going to be great.
Fabulous. Well, let's not waste any more time. Why don't you kick things off and put us into our first segment?
I'd love to. Let's go to Loco with a Wonders update.
Thanks, Tex. It's now time for the Wonders Weather Report. Here we are in a lovely sunny winter day, below freezing, but the sun is out, which I love in this area. A little snow on the ground would be nice, but I'm not complaining. All right. First off, a lot of talk in the Wonders Discord about that Emma slab sale for 750,000 miles. Seems like a pretty crazy sale on that. Speaking of sales, I know in our segment here on Around the Block, you'll hear more about Radish Digital's way to track some slab sales. You can look yourself up, and it's assuming you're spending on a slab and then what you sell for and your net gain or loss for that. You can look any user up. Go to radishdigital.com. Speaking of links, you'll want to definitely check out the YouTube links and make sure you hit the link for the RSVP. It's a Google form for the Shattering. So if you haven't already, make sure to RSVP on if you're going, how many boxes you're going to want sent there to open as well. Speaking more of Wonders of the First and what's to come, don't forget those comprehensive rules have been dropped. They're pinned in the gameplay channel of our Discord. Peruse those as you will. We're getting some interesting conversations still in the gameplay discussions on some interesting interactions between cards. So keep them coming. I love to see those people dive into those rules. So make sure to check out the comprehensive rules on the Wonders of the First. Last but not least, important announcements by Kisher in the Discord channel. By the end of this month, if you have to update your address via BackerKit, make sure you do that. So you'll have until January 31st to do that. The link is in the announcement sent out by Kisher. By February 15th, make sure you've completed a survey on which orbital guide you would like as well. Thanks so much, and back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Loco. Always a great update. Tex, I got a few questions.
I'm ready.
What Loco was saying, are you going to the Shattering? Have you completed?
I will be at the Shattering.
You will be at the Shattering. Okay.
I will be. And you'll be there too, correct?
Yes, that's right. I think we may team up and do a little live.
Yeah, I think yeah, definitely. Maybe some live ripping.
Ooh,
could be interesting.
Even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you completed your address update and orbital guide selection?
Yeah, I've been a good boy. I've done that. Yes, I've done my due diligence. Have you done yours?
I have. My address update I knew was good, and then I just did the orbital guide selection this morning.
All right. We have to find out if our illustrious producer Slappy has done his, because he's famous for supplying the wrong address to people when he wants them to send him stuff. So he really better double check his address.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing.
No.
And then what do you think about the 750K mile Emma sale?
Yeah, that's mind-boggling. It's so great. It shows that this stuff has a lot of legs. And Emma, Alpha Trilogy, one of the great members of the Discord and of Blokpax and everything. He has started a comic book company, Shockham, with his daughter and son-in-law, I believe. And Emma is the main character in their comic. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of exciting things happening, and
Yeah.
Emma is definitely one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other update from Wonders World is, did you see the announcement about the Phoenix Quill box?
Yes.
Like randomly put and shipped out into people's. I know exactly.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you'll probably end up with like 3. Let's switch gears a little bit, and we're going to go to Eva, our intern, and see what's going on with the fantasy leagues.
That's right, Jen and Tex. It's your favorite intern in the home team hero fantasy universe, Eva. And I'm here with your fantasy updates. So, the Week 13 fantasy basketball contest has ended, and I have the winners. First off, 29 entries. We need to get that number up, but good job for all you guys signing up. In number 1, the winner was Milvac. Number 2 was Dees, and number 3 was Yo-Yo909. But tied for 4th was J Miles, Hawkewind, and Major Rob. Congrats, guys, and work even better next round so maybe you can make that win. For the Week 20 Fantasy Football Divisional Round, we have SBB Bears winning. Running up second is Jimmy G. Third is TexHooper. Number 4 is Skull Me the Money. And number 5 is BRFTW. Good job, guys. And now for the entire NFL playoff fantasy football tourney, in the lead right now is GI Unit. Running up second is Who.13. Number 3 is Z. Number 4 is Cam. And number 5 is D Hoovy. Good luck, guys, and keep on trying. That's all, and you stay classy, Blokpax.
Thanks so much, Eva. As always, a very energetic and information-packed update.
It appears that Xheryk isn't able to speak live with us this week due to everything that's happening back at BPHQ, but he did send a little sneak peek from the Wonders team to us.
There is a picture with a 2-player starter deck that includes 2 orbitals with a lot of 2s. Includes 2 orbitals with 2 of the first, as well as 2 first edition collector booster pack.
Yeah, it's a 2 for Tuesday. And also, from what we've been told, that this SKU is coming to Target. Let's go to Big Rob for an update on all the tools he's been building for Radish Digital.
Today I want to show you a quick couple tools that we have for Wonders. The first one we're going to look at, you can get to it in radishdigital.com. In the main navigation under Blokpax, go to HTH Market Pulse, and you're going to select Wonders of the First Existence Pre-Slabs and hit Go. This is going to show you all the sales data for the pre-slab collection. It's got it broken down by all of them, by grading scale, by orbital, and by rarity, as well as each of the individual cards. And then you can sort them by clicking on the headers. And then you can also change the time frame. If you want to look at the last 7 days of sales, sort it by average sale here. And we can see, obviously, Tag S100 is the top grading scale sold. And then the first is actually the top orbital. Then Mythic is the rarity. And then we can see the Phoenix Quill here. 2 sales, 550,000 average sale. We had one really big sale on it. Obviously, everybody's chasing that one. The other thing that I wanted to show you today is the hit tracker. So if you wanted to chase this Phoenix Quill and you want to know, are there any left in packs? How many are left in packs? How does that compare to how many packs have been opened? You can go back to radishdigital.com. In the main navigation under Blokpax, you can go to HDH Hit Tracker. And then you're going to select Wonders of the First Existence Pre-Slabs. And here you can see all the pre-slabs, how many are remaining in packs, and what percent have been revealed. So you can sort these by name, alphabetical, reverse alphabetical. You can sort it by grading scale. So obviously if you're chasing the box art ones, you'll probably want to sort by grading scale. Phoenix Quill, you can see there's 4 left. 83% of them have been revealed versus 79% of the packs. So, it's not too far off of the packs that have been opened, but it's a little bit ahead of it. Whereas something like Verdantia, I don't even know how to say his names, Petraya, it's a 71%, so more than likely this is going to come up sooner, but it's all random, so you never know. All right, that's all I got today. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Rob. The speed at which you are able to incorporate these additions is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know about you, Tex, but being able to see and track the hits and the sales on the HTH was one thing, but now being able to do it with all the Wonder Slabs just completely blows my mind. And I can't wait until more of the BP assets, we can move them over onto the marketplace, and then hopefully Rob can do all kinds of amazing things with those too.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. And I tested this out the other day. I looked at the list and stuff, and I saw how many packs were left, and I actually went and bought a pack because I wanted to see. And I went back after I bought my pack and ripped it. I got a decent card. It was a nice one. It was a graded one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was cool. They're all cool. And I went back and I looked at Rob's sheet. I updated it, and it was already updated with the pack I had taken out. So it essentially updates in real time, which is very nice.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was pretty cool. But now it's time to see our old friend Hawkewind, and he's got us all on the edge of our seats, waiting to hear all about the newest happenings in Boba Land. So take it away, Hawkewind.
I want to show you something. So let me get it ready right now. There's a few cards I want to take a look at. And so here are some cards I want to show you. This one's from the National 2024. This was the first set release. It was in a starter deck. These are the hot dogs. Same hot dogs as the ones that were released in first edition. This is the one that everybody knows. And some people pointed this out, and a lot of us didn't realize it. And if you take a look, this is the one we all know and love from the first edition. And then here is the National. And if you take a really close look at this, you can see that the first edition has braces, but the N24 has a knocked out tooth. Look at that. You have to squint, but you can see it. Look at that. So there's a difference there. Let's go to the
I think
next.
he must have been messing around with Brawler.
I think they got in a little fight.
Yeah.
The yoga guy. What's going on with him? Well, this one's the hardest, I think, of all, actually. If you take a look here, what's different? Well, this is the, again, first edition, and you can see these bubbles over here. There's no bubbles over here. So it's very subtle.
There's little stuff on his bun too, aren't there?
Yeah. So the other really cool part about this is there's radioactivity around him, and this one, which is the first edition, doesn't have any. Let's do a few quick more.
And his headband too. And then this is and then this is like that game, right, where they give you the two pictures and find the 7 differences.
Yep, that's exactly right. Yep. And when I go to exercise class, I wear a headband just like that. No joke.
Oh, look at the mat too. The mat.
Oh, wow.
I never saw that one. Wow, Jen. You have really good eyes for being so old. So, what we have here.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, I heard Jen did have a.
Oh, you guys have fun. I got to go.
So we have another one.
Deal with Jen.
This one's an easy one. N24 this past summer at the National. And then this is the first edition. Different colored hands, hats, feet. And then we have Pickle Pete, everyone's favorite. His face, by the way, is messed up. Someone punched him hard. I think his eyeballs down, his face is screwed up. But what do you see different here?
Oh, the bun is different.
The bun's got seeds.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't. Really subtle. All right,
one of his eyes.
His eyes.
Oh yeah, Are those what?
Let's see.
Are those black thing? Is that sunglasses? That was that supposed to be?
The black thing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's sunglasses.
Oh okay.
And then the last one's bratwurst I'm going to show. Bratwurst. This one's easy. He will mess all the other ones up with his karate chops. Look at
That's
that.
quite
He's
the
a
height
black
there.
belt. He's a black belt. He is much stronger at the national than he was with the white belt in the first edition.
He's been demoted. Like 10 belts.
No.
So,
Yeah.
White.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'd like to point out, I want to point out to people, what else can you find if you have actually owned the starter kit in N24 and you go through them? You could actually find out more, most likely, that are different. Or you could buy them on eBay or in the secondary market on Discord with other people. There's a variety of ways you can get your hands on these or already have them, and you can see the differences. What I've heard is not all are different, but who knows? So the community at large or individuals, if you do notice more difference, post in Discord. It would be really interesting to see. And I think these might be a little more collectible now that people realize that there are a difference because people love the dogs.
Yep. And Hawkewind,
Hey.
instead of Discord, we have our own tips line for all comments and tips. And Tex, what is that email?
It is tips@Radish Digital with a J.com.
But thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us, Hawk. We really appreciate it.
No problem. And everyone check out that stuff. It's good stuff in there.
Thanks, Hawkewind.
All right, Tex, now we're going to move on to our Xheryk when segment.
The Xheryk when segment.
Xheryk when. I think he needs like his own little jingle.
He does, yeah, like some intro music or something.
Yeah, or something, you know, like the Xheryk when, dun, 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 like the little, I don't know. We'll have to work on that.
Snappy, get on that, will you?
Exactly. Whip something up. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Sharks, which not a lot of new updates, but everyone who had them, they were delivered to the wallets on the marketplace by 12/31/24. Right now, you cannot see the rarity. You'll be able to see that after the reveal, which is still TBD, but I believe Q1. I think I heard. So that's the Shark update.
Alrighty, let's get into this. We're going to talk about Cosmics right now, and Pirates and Parrots also, but we'll start with Cosmics. So if you're holding a white 1 of 1, that will get you a reimagined. That Bantam will be reimagined as a Cosmic, and it'll stay true to the original Bantam, and it'll remain a white 1 of 1. If you hold a gold rainbow plus a pink, orange, and lime chaos of any specific Bantam, you will get a new Cosmic of similar power to the one in your rainbow. All color full sets will get Cosmics also. The power levels are to be announced, but the cards will remain the same and playable in the set. They will just be transferred to Cosmic characters. All the other Bantam cards will score entries to get other random Cosmics. The more rare ones, non-rainbows, that you hold, the more entries you'll get. For Barefoot Pirate holders, Gemstone Skelly Pirates, holders of those pirates will transform into a mythical traveler, or mythic traveler, I'm sorry. A regular Skelly Pirate will turn into an epic traveler, and all the other pirates will be one traveler or one powerful Cosmic. Most of these will get a powerful Cosmic distinction, but there should be some additional travelers also up for grabs. For parrot holders, the more you have, the more you can get, is basically how it's going to work. And the more parrots you stack together, the more powerful your Cosmics will become. A floor Cosmic, say, will cost 3 parrots, meaning that every 3 parrots gets a Cosmic, and it'll go up exponentially from there. If you don't have 3, then you can score your entries similar to non-rainbow Bantam cards.
And now, Tex, what about the Wonders, the Shattering, which I know we've talked about and we're both going to and very excited about.
Yeah, it's coming up on March 22nd. I believe that's a Saturday in Columbus, South Carolina. And there are rooms available. Blokpax has been nice enough to get a block of rooms at the Marriott in Columbus. There's information on Radish Digital about how to book those rooms and stuff. And there's also, if you plan on attending, there's a survey that's going around to confirm your attendance and to let the team know how many of your shatter boxes you would like to have available to rip at the shatter. Yeah, that includes the serialized boxes, which is very cool.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
And I had also heard that there's going to be exclusive items as part of a swag bag at the Wonder Shattering. So another reason to book and attend. Eric is not disclosing what those items will be, but they will not be available online. And
that's knowing,
yeah, I know. And knowing Blokpax as we do, Tex, right? You're never disappointed, and there's always more surprises. So
yes, there's always more.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're hoping to get everything else. Everything you don't have to. If you're going, you don't have to get all your boxes. They will ship to you like normal, whatever you don't request to have at the show. And that's another thing. Make sure you do the backer kit update so you have your correct address. And that closes on the 31st of this month. So check the backer kit and make sure your address is correct so you don't miss anything. And Jen, if that isn't great enough, in the summer, what do we have coming up?
Oh, in the summer, we have the 2025 National Card Show in Chicago. This is a do not miss event. If you guys are able to swing it, please try and come. Each year, it just gets bigger and better. This year is no exception. A little secret information, not secret, but information from Eric. The 2025 booth is going to be 50 by 50 for boba. And it's going to be, from what I understand, in the main area when you first walk in. So next to all the big boys, all the big players. So that is all for the national update. What have we got going on in the collision world, Tex?
We have nothing going on in collision right now. We're still hoping for some information soon on what's next for the collision artwork. But as of now, we're still in the when phase.
All right.
Now, Jen,
and yep.
Oh, I was just going to tell you, or have you tell me, I know you have one of the one of 10 Lost Miner books, but the other 99, I think you have some information about those, right?
I do. We do have an update on those. The Lost Miner books to 99 are still coming. Possible Dutch auction sooner rather than later is what we've been told. Maybe by the end of this month or early next. So another reason to stock up on miles. Always good to have those handy. You never know what's coming.
Yeah, miles are pretty affordable right now too, which is nice. If you want to stack up, it's a good time to buy low, as they say.
Exactly.
Greed is good.
Yes. So what's going on in HTH world, Tex?
In the HTH world, we have bounties. While we know that some of the dates will be available to claim digital HTH for physical, we do not have any more information on the exact date. Those dates are still coming.
So we wanted to throw in here, there was some discussion around the miners moving on chain, being the fact that initially we were told a lot of the holdback was for the investment because of gas that was so high. So now that everything has kind of flipped and gas is really low, a lot of people are bringing the question up again as to whether this is maybe back in the realm of possibility on the calendar somewhere, or if there are any other issues that come into play as to why we can't do this or why it's delayed. So don't have any more information right now, but we wanted to include it in our when update.
Excellent. Also, we have the Bow Battle Arena. We have the alpha update, which is coming. We don't have a date yet on it. We're hoping it may be around March for the alpha update, but hopefully we'll get some more information on that very soon.
Yeah, and I did hear a little birdie told me that Rilio will have an update for us next week on the product release. So
maybe we can get him on the show.
Yeah, tune in next week for that.
Yeah, we'll bring him on the block.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for our Xheryk when segment. I think we packed a lot of information in there. What's up next, Tex?
Now we move on to the community spotlight. This week we're giving a shout out to Minnesota Card Guy.
So he was talking to his wife, and he told her he wanted to see if he had extras of the plays another guy needed, and that his package got lost by USPS. Shocker. And without hesitation, she said, "You're going to give it to him, aren't you?" And he's like, "Well, I was thinking about it." And she's like, "Well, I think you should." And he's like, and it was settled. So he told the stream that they didn't have to swap anything on the stream for the plays because he was just going to send them all the plays that he needed.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And he said, as for the motivation behind it, he said, "I just recently got back into card collecting, literally the Monday on Black Friday week. And the boba community in general has been great and helpful with anything and everything. So it just feels right to pay it forward when the opportunity comes." So shout out to Minnesota Card Guy. That just goes to show how much this community cares about each other and how great this community is. One of the reasons I've stuck around for so long. And there's so many of these big and small gestures every day in all of the different pillars of Blokpax. And it's always hard to pick just one. Well, Tex, it appears our time is up for this week.
This 3 hours has just flown by.
It has been an absolute blast. I'll hand it over to you for your final thoughts or words of wisdom that you would like to partake to anyone before we close the show out.
My words of wisdom are: never let a guy named Wrinkles dry clean your clothes.
Okay, and that wraps up this week's journey around the block. Big thanks to our incredible community voices, Loco, Big Rob, Eric, Hawkewind, and intern Eva, for sharing their insights, and a shout out to our maestro on the controls, Slappy White, for keeping us on point. We'll be back next week with more updates, stories, and everything you need to stay connected in the Blokpax universe. Until then, keep the conversations going, stay engaged, and as always, we'll see you around the block.
We got our first punched formless foil. Look at that.